Allô, bon après-midi. So it is around 3:30. After training, decided to come to Old Montreal, Old Port, explore a little bit with a special guest in town. You've seen this girl a couple of times, and this girl, I mean like one of my really good friends. So I'm gonna meet up with her, and then we're gonna explore a little bit. I'm gonna show her a little bit what Old Montreal is really like. And then I get to take you along with me some, so let's do it. I have a dad joke. What do you call a moose that isn't known? Anonymous. Don't laugh, please. What do you call a moose that knows a lot of people? Famous. Okay, I'll stop. Not gonna lie, I definitely missed Montreal. There's just so much going on here, and compared to other places, like I've lived in Pittsburgh, I've lived in Sweden, I just think there's always something going on, and there's so many people, it's so lively. The other day my friend asked me, she was like, are there a lot of tourists in Montreal? And yeah, maybe, but the thing is I can't really see who's a tourist or not because Montreal is so diverse, you know what I mean? The only way I'd be able to like spot a tourist is if they have like a huge map or something, but it's not like you're an outlier if you come from somewhere else. Montreal is so diverse, so you can't really tell in a way how many tourists there are, and that's not really something I look at anyway, so maybe I'm not the person to ask, but yeah, a lot of people. Obviously now I'm in a touristy area because it's Old Montreal, and I think if you come to Montreal, you need to visit Old Montreal because there's a lot of cameras right now, so it's easy to tell who's a tourist or not. But I guess I have a camera right here, so you can't tell if I'm a tourist or not, right? But no, definitely recommend visiting Old Montreal if you come to Montreal. It sucks too because like, yes, I'm a local, but as a local, I don't really explore or like go to a lot of restaurants and stuff like that because I just live here and I eat at home, you know, like I haven't explored the city too much. So it gives me a different perspective on how to go about living here again. Because now that I'm older, I think I appreciate the city way more than I did growing up because, you know, it was just my norm. Like, look at this. So I'm gonna have to find this video, but what's funny is that I remember like Lara and I growing up around here, we would bring a soccer ball and we would juggle and we would put a little cup. I don't think you're allowed to do this, but we'd put a little cup and ask for money. Oh, I don't know. We did it for like maybe 2 minutes and then yeah, we decided that maybe we shouldn't do this because we might get in trouble, which we didn't thankfully, but yeah, right here. I'm gonna see if I can find the video. Right here. Yeah! 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 That's like the only thing I've seen close to Swedish candy. Barely. Back. Alright, look who I'm with.
Hi, vlog.
So, last time we were in Stockholm together. And now we're back in Canada. So Anna ended her contract in Denmark. And I also ended my contract in Sweden. And
Chloe
now
followed me to
now
the
we're
NLS.
copying now we're copying each other. But we're reunited.
And my mom's here.
If you want. So yeah, that was my little afternoon post-training exploration, whatever, in Old Montreal. And honestly, I didn't plan anything. I just walked around. I honestly maybe should have planned a bit more, but there's nothing really to plan because exploring is kind of fun, especially in Old Port. You turn around to the left, you see something new, turn around to the right, you see another fun thing. Like, there's just so much to see. So much to do, so much to see, so much wrong with taking in the backseat. But I feel like I'm really starting to get to know the city a bit more now. Because growing up, honestly, like, I'd go to soccer practice and, you know, I would just go in my dad's car. My dad would drive me and then go home. I just felt like growing up, it was a lot of like, wake up, eat, go to school, go to training, sleep. Oh wait, no, study. I studied, and then go to sleep. It was a lot of repetition. And I think as a professional footballer, like, I think you get used to the same cycle. It's similar. Training, gym, recovery, watch film, hydrate, eat well, sleep well. Sleep well. Don't forget that one. But I'm starting to realize that actually living a little in between those moments, not saying that I'm not living in those moments, but I mean actually exploring and actually being a human being and not a human doing between those moments is what makes the journey so fun, I think, as well. Because I feel like my body recovers and so does my mind. Like, if I'm going on a walk in Montreal and exploring some new things, like, I am getting the best of both worlds. Walking for recovery, and my mind is opening up to new things. So I know I'm from Montreal, so it's easy to say, but I thought I knew a lot of Montreal, but now there's just so many things I don't know. Like, some of the foreigners here are telling me facts about Montreal that I didn't even know, and I feel kind of stupid because I grew up here and I've spent most of my life here. So that's humbling. But when I was walking in Old Port with Anna, I had a little moment. I didn't express this. Maybe I should have. But I had a little moment where I was like, wow, I'm here in my hometown with a really good friend in a really cool city. I get to play a professional sport, play my passion, have my passion be my job. And then I get to have fun as well, like in other side quests, like exploring Montreal or trying new foods or seeing how many different outfits that people can wear in Montreal. Honestly, when you come to Montreal, you'll see. You won't be able to tell what weather it is outside because sometimes people are wearing shorts when it's winter. Sometimes people are wearing like big jackets when it's summer. So you'll notice that right away when you get to Montreal. People are wearing a lot of cool things. But I'm genuinely so grateful for this new chapter because I think everything in life you are supposed to learn from. And part of me came here for football, of course. I mean, part of me, a big part of me came here for football. But another part of me came to grow, you know, like to figure out who I am outside of the game, to figure out what Montreal has to offer outside of me being a professional footballer. Because, yeah, you can go to these places and focus on work, but at the end of the day, live a little as well. Like, I like going to different places to see what's going on. I think it's kind of wild because the version of myself, of who I am today, is not the same version of myself when I lived in Montreal 10 years ago. Has it been 10 years? Okay, no, 7 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Yeah, so I moved out 6 years ago when I was 17. So it's so interesting seeing the version I am now and how I react differently to things. But anyways, that's what's been on my mind recently. With the whole YouTube thing, I think you guys can tell a bit, I'm being a little bit more relaxed with it. Because obviously I'm still moving in, I'm still finding my place here. I think I'll get more into being a bit more consistent, so thanks for your patience with this. But I also think that's been a little journey for me to kind of make sure I'm staying fluid and make sure I want to do these videos. Of course I want to do these videos, but I never want it to feel like a chore. So thank you for your patience. And at the end of the day, I love documenting my life for anyone wanting to become a professional footballer. And also for my future kids. So, speaking of my future kids, a message that I have for my future kids is a good quote that I heard, which, let me remember it. It went along the lines of, you only accept the knowledge that you're ready to hear. And tying this back to what I was saying just now about exploring and about this new chapter in my life, etc. If I'm so closed off and closed-minded about my future or about what I want to learn here, or if I'm stuck in a place of a fixed mindset, then I will never grow. So once you're actually ready to listen and to learn and to be open to these things, that's when you'll accept the knowledge or the wisdom that comes your way. So a little poetry for you guys, but I am excited to see where this whole journey in Montreal goes.
And I'm so excited that I get to take you along with me. If you're from Montreal, by the way, and you're watching these videos, drop me some recommendations. I technically should be giving you guys recommendations, but I feel like I don't know any. Like I said before, my family's not the biggest, like, going out to eat and doing experiences and stuff. So I feel like a little tourist in my own city. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm so grateful that you're tagging along, and I will see everybody in the next video. Au revoir!